Razork from getting involved is really where it's at, especially with Mickey taking the Nautilus. This is, we want to try and fight on this bottom side. We want strong engage. We want that point and click CC.
So normally a lot cleaner than that.
Well, Mickey did a really good job there. Flashed onto Kaiwing to actually disrupt being changed into a minion. So Kaiwing ended up tanking the tower in Nico form. So he is to back out. The increased tower shot damage then goes on to the Zings out. He is to back out for top lane.
Oscar, what? Driver just exploded.
Now Junja getting a nice little invade here. Razork going to see if he can get the smite.
Razork is a level up. Room Prison starts us off. Smite comes down. Junja's behind seismic shove though. Connects. The Tangle Barbs won't matter because Junja is in so much more trouble. Razork, the damage is beautiful as he flashes away the kill. And the deed is done. Honkyu now in trouble himself. He gets phase rush. He runs out. Wants to re-engage with Driver now jumping in, but he doesn't have an ulti. A seismic shove yet again. Poby 2 for 2 in the play. And Fnatic now on the board as well.
Fnatic doing a nice job of turning that around. The invade with Driver could have worked out, but Poby with a nice flick back ends up setting up that play. Now Oscar in and trying to prevent Sion from getting to the wall.
He's got an all out. He's got true damage. Driver has to flash away. And Oscar gets a bit of...
stop CFO from taking over this game is going to be a handful, but I think that's why we're seeing that focus from Fnatic shift from what has traditionally been a bot lane focused team to the mid wave, and now Honkyu actually...
Poby is going to surf it up though, and he's okay. And no flash committed. Razork comes in. As you said, cease and desist, the flick back. Still not enough damage. Honkyu thinking about it, gets phase rush, walks it out. The resilience of this man not to press the D button was big.
But it does mean Fnatic have control here, and the interrupt on the reset has to flash away. But that's going to be the pressure on top side and the Void Grubs.
Wait, seismic shove comes through and he flashes away Poby at max range! He stares Junja in the face and says, now what, bro?
The plays around Fnatic's Poby are picking up pace here as Mickey now doesn't actually get away. Driver doesn't really have the damage, I think, to chase
But he
down.
just altered Mickey, waiting for a dredge line to come through. Mickey has the flash dredge lines, Riptide's out. It was also that Razork could get a grub too.
Right, because you've got the early Dragon for themselves. They do have a lead for Doggo that they can look to play through, even using the barrier there to prevent his reset from being interrupted. And now he can start to put pressure on towards other lanes. Like you can see, turret plates are gone and, oh, hang on.
All out's going to come through. True damage is nice. Driver running for his life. There was a solar kill before, but now there's help from Junja. Oscar in and slowed down. Flip comes out. He dashes away and there's a bit of space created with a decimating smash. Oscar's gone too far. The shield out. No, never mind. It's Cassante, and Oscar in and manages to save the day.
And that's the flash down on Junja now, which for if you have a dragon fight upcoming or even those next Rift Trail, but hang on, here we go.
Rumlock does calm out. Poby sets out the rocks in place. Pop Blossom as well. Turret aggro not there, and the damage isn't either. It's a rise. Razork also shows his face. True Shot Barrage flies near, and Driver also TPs in.
This is what I was going to say, CFO, he's already becoming a bit of a problem, and you talked about it in Champ Select. You don't really have anyone that can kill his Poby.
Oh my god, a melee range, Poby! Driver does it again, both his kills are now solo bolos.
Pointing
spotted out on the path down to Dragon. CFO started this for good reason, but Driver at half HP with no ulti. Fnatic think they have an angle, but upset. He is low on mana. Take that node as Dredge Line kicks us off onto Junja. Still have his Crescent Guard up and available, but he's going to back away. Wind becomes lightning, doesn't do anything. It shows Fnatic that he wants out, and Razork is going to equalize the Dragon, even after that solo kill bot. It's
a good bluff from Fnatic. He's just unkillable when it comes towards side lane. He's going to heal so effectively through that every time you go for the trade. And then when you get to team fights again, it takes so long to take him down as Doggo just able to step away.
Mickey's been good with the angle of hooks, but sidestepping has been clutch. I mean, CFO showing why there. Some insane players. Depth charge on Junja, but he just launches in. Razork is by himself. Pop Blossom in the meantime is a two-man. Tangle Barbs becomes 3, and Driver has them lined up. Ducks in a row. Fnatic came in just to go. The flash away from Oscar is blown out of the water, and CFO made that look effortless.
Fnatic end up completely separated in the fight thanks to that Nico ultimate, and Junja just saying, I'm going into the pit. I can 1v1 Razork easily. Now you get the objective, you get the fight, you're getting towers. CFO might have just blown open this game. The 3k gold lead already going across. Doggo has already got a 1.6k gold lead, so any sort of like Caitlyn in a trough does not exist, and even that's over. Just going to look for the top trade instead, as CFO like, cool, we'll just handshake the mid tower instead.
Which is important as well when you have a Caitlyn. That control is crazy. Lead as well, the deep vision is going to pay off so much, and it's not just outer turret, because outer was taken with ease. Now Honkyu's going to drive it right towards mid, and that's going to be gone. Inner turret at 18 minutes in the game as Upset just has to back away. Poby's going to teleport. They're turning this into a play, but Mickey's already dead. He dredged on too early with the Weaver's Wall lining down mid. CFO already half out. Honku is covered by Driver's decimating smash. As Razork now found on an angle by Junja, and I feel like Fnatic are crumbling at the seams. A decimating smash. Poby with a good flick back, but Kaiwing will not perish. Junja now his angle has re-entered onto upset, as it just goes from bad to worse for the European representatives as Doggo flash after the ace in the hole. Poby gets hit, and if there was another one, he would be dead. This is some Chad maneuvers coming out of the LCP reps.
I would have said there's a sigh of relief for Upset that he didn't go down, but it's more desperation at this stage. Everyone of Fnatic tries to jump on the mid wave, but CFO are just too strong.
Arcana's not started yet. Fnatic know at least that much, but Control Ward is making it difficult for them as Driver steps up, caring not. If Razork Vault Breaker's in, then what? You know, that's the problem. It's like, Upset, when do you get Serelda's Grudge? When are we there?
I don't even know if it matters, man.
Yeah, I mean...
It's the problem with Sion, right? You need something that is a good tank killer, and you just don't have it, and now Razork costs.
Good flank onto Junja, flash away Driver, point blank. Doesn't find a knock-up though. Oscar in and walks it out. That's the one time that you're happy as a European fan that Driver didn't get too much, but Arcana still started off and CFO healthy enough to play this charade.
The Driver is still able to just control this area again. He just does not take damage. And for Fnatic, they're trying desperately to buy access to the river, but they're fighting on two fronts, both towards the tower and the Driver.
They got a flip, they got a seismic shove. Razork just flashed away, and that fire wanted it engaged. Driver's the one that got flicked back again. Damage is null. Fnatic receiving the wave. Good dredge line onto Honku. Seismic shove. True shot barrage. It's good with an exhaust, but again, they need to find a kill. Razork decided to go in and die. Okay, send it again. Now onto Driver with a dredge line. They're finally killing the Scion. They've done so, but a flip up from Junja, and he finds a new lease on life. Driver on the back line gets Fnatic nice and busy, but under the turret he cares not, as that's the best result for the third seed of the LEC, but it still looks a bit too hard.
Honku got the reset to teleport in, so healthy members on CFO and Fnatic blinking when it comes to some of their health bars and their mana bars. It'll be just a viewing party as CFO take the Atacant.
All right, let's throw the play a third time into the midst. See what Fnatic can do. Oscar Rinnan at full HP. Again, the Realm Walk comes out after the Atacant, but no one takes it. The main thing is CFO got the Atacant. And right now,
so you can see they're not even going to bother. They're just going to let them have this third dragon and hope somewhere they find the damage. But I just don't see it coming again. Like 2 items only for Upset, 2 and a bit for try and go for these like cheating tempo plays to get vision down, because CFO have already established themselves on the top side. At least with that bot lane tower structurally. Not overextending, constantly playing off of where they need to be on the map, setting up their vision correctly, and they're just not letting Fnatic have a moment to find a pick.
Like this, I mean, Razork sets up Control Ward. Okay, there's Junja, goes back from Tribrush, Vault Breaker. Ghost as well. Mickey wants a hook onto Honku. They say, hey, we found him. Let's get the mid lane. A seismic shove as well. Everyone launching in from Fnatic. Their pick with Upset setting the true shot barrage. A shutdown to Mickey's unfortunate, but a shutdown nonetheless. Now Driver's isolated as Kaiwing wanted an angle, but he's not going to be given it. Driver ulties out, and Fnatic, there's still life yet.
Fnatic find the pick. Doggo wasn't there to be the catalyst to try and help out afterwards, and now CFO backing away. Baron potential on the cards for Fnatic. But I don't think they have enough.
I think you talked about it before, Dagda. There is still a way. And we discounted this game just because of how CFO have been playing with the seismic shove around mid lane. The CFO disrespect with the dredge line coming in as well. There's danger. Junja at half HP. No flip back, and Poby's getting good poke damage with the threaded volley. There's no dragon to move to for Fnatic, so it'll be sticking on midway for the time being, with them having control over Baron Vision.
Yeah, it may have looked a bit funky from CFO, but it's a good call to keep this mid turret alive.
That is true.
Using those ultimates, you know the Fnatic don't think they're strong enough to actually go for this.
Make the LCP undefeated on day number 1. It's only the start of World, and it's good. It's getting me giddy dagged up with the Rune Prison as well, and with Mickey maybe getting caught out. Speak of the devil, he can't get the Mega Blast Cone, and Junja punishes for that. Razork bops him away. Good defense from Poby, but Driver's here. Ultimate melee range, and Doggo snaps him down with a headshot. True shot barrage after the fact. It's nice, but it's not going to cut it, as Razork is in the dirt for 40 seconds, and Poby's poke, try as he might, he won't be able to mitigate CFO, starting the Baron.
Junja just sat on that blast cone and refused to let Mickey use it, so he ends up having to leap out, and Razork dies for his sins, and now CFO start up the Baron. This is a miracle if Fnatic hope that they can steal this.
Obi's going to come in, decimating smash blocked, but midway, Oscar gets bopped up anyway. The seismic shove onto Driver. It's getting more and more tanky. The Bing, he's alive as Oscar flushes away. Meanwhile, Pop Blossom, mid-realm warp. Away goes Oscar. He manages to shield it out as Honkyu gets shoved away. Poby's trying to stop the advance, but Junja says no. The Crescent Guard and Driver going for another spin. CFO have brought the game back into their favor again.
There is nothing that Fnatic can do. They're getting chased down. They are putting everything they can into this Sion, and he will not fall. CFO
Razork, he flash, he break Q onto Doggo, but there's a decimating smash behind him. Razork thinks wrong. All out comes in. Doggo's in a bit of trouble. Okay, over the wall, Oscar gets a shutdown. But let's not forget, this guy's become a bit squishy. And Junja likes that 2v1. Pack your bags as Junja puts another one in the basket.
And that's going to be Chemtech's soul.
The wayside once again. This game looked done. There are a couple of picks. And then we just return to the scene of the crime. He's sitting 6-1 and 6. It's been a fantastic debut. Exactly what we expected from CFO. Junja now just moving into position as well. Inner turret under fire and Fnatic struggling to clear the wave. It's Poby who's doing the most work right now as Upset's just trying to deal with mid.
Exactly, Honkyu pushing in this mid lane. We're going to make it very difficult. Oscar in trying to play around the trap line, but...
He sat on one. Headshot. Oh my god!
That's the tank!
He's such a good boy. And Junja is too. Everyone's getting praise on this CFO roster. There's a Realm Warp taking one minion into the base. He's going to enable an engage. Ace in the hole hits Upset. Pop Blossom hits 2 for the final moment. Poby about to drop the greatest of some time. Ain't today. It's Honkyu as he runs in with the rest of his team with CFO looking to finish this one here.
They didn't even bring Driver along for that. He ended up bolting out of it. He didn't want to come along for the rides, but it's a victory lap. It feels like for CFO.
Not just for CFO, Dagda. It's a victory lap for the LCP on day 1. 2-0 is the kickoff. And CFO, we said they're the best of this region. They damn well put their money where their mouth is as they kick Fnatic in the jawline.